Okay, so good evening, everyone.
Good evening, sir.
Sir, good evening.
How are you all?
Fine, sir, fine.
All right, that's great. Some of you have submitted their assignment, and some of the students have not submitted the assignment. So, what's the reason that you didn't upload the assignment or classroom? Let me show you like how many of you have done that. Okay, so three student has submitted, and remaining four student haven't submitted yet. So Aisha, Sobik, and Swati. These three students submitted. Uh, what about Pankaj? Pankaj, what happened? Why didn't you submit?
सर मैं अवेलेबल नहीं था उसको ध्यान नहीं दिया इसलिए सबमिट नहीं कर
Okay,
पाया
okay, no issue, but you complete, okay? Because
ओके
the last date was today only, but you take one more day and finish it, right? And the reason behind this assignment is I'll tell you today, right? Why I have told you to create the assignment using PPT, right? Sangeeta, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Sangeeta, what challenge you are facing?
Sir, already I sent it
Okay, so
to WhatsApp.
still it is not verified.
No, sir.
Actually, it is asking you two-step verification means like you already log in your mail on another device, right? Maybe on mobile, maybe on tablet. But when you are trying to log in that mail ID for the classroom, it is asking like you are the valid user or not. So that they are giving you three numbers, right? So that number will
Okay.
come on your phone wherever that mail login, and the same number you have to press from the phone, then it will be authorized you to access, right?
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, sir.
And one more thing what you have to do is, Swati, have you joined with two mail IDs? Because it is showing here you have submitted, but it is showing missing here. So you joined with two IDs.
I'll check, sir.
Okay. Okay, here are two Swatis. Which one is you? Is that your mail ID?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yeah, this one is yours.
Yes, sir.
But
One
what?
is phone and yes, sir.
So which one you want to keep? Because there are two.
Green.
Hmm? Okay, anyway, you check by yourself and accordingly just keep one ID in the classroom. Remaining you can remove, right? Do it by yourself. Okay.
Okay.
And one more
Okay, sir.
thing, what we have to do, like you have created PPT, right, for the assignment. For that assignment, you have to post on LinkedIn as well, right? So what we are going to do, we are going to show our progress. Okay, so this was just assignment one. So you already have your PPT prepared by you, and that PPT you will post on LinkedIn, but do not post directly. It's better to write some post content. Okay, so how you will write the post content? You can write by yourself, but if you want to write professionally, take the help of GPT. Okay, to this GPT, what you will do, you just give the prompt. Okay, so what kind of prompt you can give? Let's suppose I am writing the prompt: create eye catchy, create an, right, create an eye catchy LinkedIn post, right, LinkedIn post sharing your learning progress in Python full stack, right, full stack development. Mention completion assignment 1. Okay, PPT on Python basics, right, what you learned, right, right, and also give thanks to your mentor. Okay, in mentor you can mention my name, right, and my like a LinkedIn handle also you can mention, so that I can also get the notification of your content, right? And you will write it keep it positive, use, right, use two or three emojis in post. Emojis means relevant emojis, relevant emojis, and use like we can say 3 to 4 hashtags, right? If you will write hashtags, so means your post will go with massive large number of audience, right? So let's give the prompt and let's see what it creates. Okay, so it is saying learning journey update, Python full stack development. Excited to share a small milestone in my Python full stack development journey. I have successfully completed assignment 1, a PPT on Python basics. Okay, through this assignment I started my understanding on, okay, core Python concept, data types. Okay, so this is not actually what we what we have done. So what I will do, I will just go to the classroom and I will take the assignment question. Okay, so I'll take the assignment question. So I'll just copy this assignment question I will edit assignment. Okay, and I will paste it here. Assignment assignment content is here. Okay, so now it is through this assignment I strengthen my understanding of core features of Python and why it's such powerful language, how Python code executed using bytecode. And like that, you just mentioned this grateful for the constant guidance and motivation from mentor. Okay, so here you can mention my LinkedIn if you already there in my connection, and if you will write at the rate, automatically it will display my name. Let's suppose, for example, as a student, if I want to post it, so what I will do, so I will take this content, right? I will take this content, I will open my LinkedIn. I hope everyone has LinkedIn, right? And what I will do next, I will click on this start post. Can you see this start post? Okay, so let me just share the steps with you. So first of all, you have to write this prompt. Okay, so here is our prompt. Okay, don't feel bored, guys. Actually, we are we will learn in like in a developer way. Like, it is not like we are learning and we are not showing anything. So we will follow the learn in open strategy, right? So which will boost in your career, right? So it is not waste of time, right? So in last class, day 9, and this is the
Sir, we will post along with PPT also, no?
yes, that I will show.
Right.
Yeah, you will post along with PPT. That is why we have, and that is why I ask you to prepare PPT intentionally. So today is day 10, right? And my phone number is missing from here. Oh, okay, so writing prompt, writing a good prompt to create LinkedIn post content, right? Okay, so this is the prompt which we have to write, and let me just give you the prompt as well so that you can copy and paste. So this is the prompt, you can also try, and if you want to optimize your prompt accordingly, you can do the changes, right? So prompt, right? Okay, so let's come back here. So what you will do, you will copy that post content. Okay, you don't need to paste this. Okay, this is for creating this content. Okay, this content you have to copy. Okay, it could be different. If you will generate, it could be a little different, but you have to read and verify before posting it. Okay, then what you have to do, you have to open the LinkedIn platform. Okay, you have to open LinkedIn. Okay, open LinkedIn. Create a post. Okay, in order to create the post, what you have to do, you have to you have to click over here. All right, so same we will do. So let's go here and click here. Okay, now it is asking what is the post content. So what content I want to paste, I want to paste this content. Right, so learning update. Okay, Python full stack development. Right, so I have successfully completed PPT 1 on Python basics. Through this assignment I strengthen my understanding of core features of Python. It's such powerful language like that. Okay, whatever you have written, it will come accordingly. And you can see here. Okay, so my name is coming here now. If you want, like, you should mention my name as well so that I can get your notifications. But after my name, what you will write, you will write at the rate. Okay, so at the rate, after at the rate, you have to mention the name. Okay, so if you will click here, so this is what you are tagging me. You are tagging this post to me as well, right? And after this, what you will do, you will click on this. Click on what? More. Right, so first of all you have to write this post like this. Okay, the content which will provide you GPT, that content you have to keep it here. Right, after note, don't forget to mention at the rate mentor name. Right, okay, so next what we have to do, next we have to attach will click on, okay, if you will click on more, you will get this add a document. Okay, so you will get what? Add a document. Now attach your assignment 1 PPT here in this post, right? So you can see here there is an option called add a document. Okay, so this is the add a document. Attach PPT, right? So if you will click on this document, what it will do, it will ask you to choose a file. So click on choose a file, right? And it will ask you the PPT. Okay, so let's suppose I'm taking this PPT, which is course fee related PPT, right? So I'll click over here. So the PPT attached, right? So like that you will attach the PPT. Okay, and here you can give if you want. No, it's not want, it's mandatory because star is here. So here you have to give the title, okay, to your PPT. Title is what? Like you can give title like Python assignment, right? Like that you can give, and this is your PPT attached, right? And after that what you have to do, you have to click on done, right? After click on done, okay, it is asking if you will not write the title, it will ask you the title Python course fee. Okay, so because this is a fee related PPT, but you will attach your own PPT. Okay, click on done. Okay, so if you will click on done, now this will come, and here you have to click on post. Finally you have to click on post. Now post your content along with PPT, right? So click on post, and you can see it has posted here right now. So it will come like this. Okay, and people can like your PPT. Okay, people can comment, right? And whenever HR will come to review your profile, whenever you will apply somewhere, so HR can see your work. Finally posted on LinkedIn. Okay, but actually it is the just for demo I have posted. I'll delete it as well. Okay, so you can see here I have posted this. right? Here is the attached PPT. But let me just delete, otherwise my network will confuse why he shared this document like that. Okay, so are you understanding, guys, how to do it
सर मेरा एक क्वेश्चन है सर.
regarding this PPT?
नो सर, एक क्वेश्चन है सर मेरा.
Just wait, I'll take your question.
सर मैं बोल रहा हूँ वीडियो कैसे अपलोड करूंगा लिंक्डइन पर. रिकॉर्डिंग वीडियो जैसा प्रोजेक्ट.
Okay, let me just delete this post first. If you want to do some editing in your post, or if you want to delete the post, so like that you can do, right? Okay, so who will do the post right now? So how many of you have submitted? Okay, so class work. Okay, so okay, so anyone want to do the demo? Like anyone want to show or share the screen and share the PPT with post? Can anyone please perform this task right now? Swati, Sobik, Aisha, anyone from you?
सर मैं फोन पर ज्वाइन हूँ, लैपटॉप पे नहीं हूँ.
Okay, what about Swati?
Sir, I have an issue with LinkedIn. I will create it after some time.
Okay, no worries. Okay, no worries. Okay, Sobik, tell me what's your question, but please post it on LinkedIn, right? That is why I have taken time to explain you this thing, like what you have to do. I've told you step by step. So I expect everyone post this this content on LinkedIn, right? Bhavani is there?
सर
Yes,
सर बोल रहा हूँ रिकॉर्डिंग वीडियो कैसे अपलोड करूंगा, रिकॉर्डिंग
it's
कैसे
it's
जैसे
it's
पीएस
easy.
कोड में.
It's easy. See, here is the video option is coming. Click on the video and attach the video. Upload from your computer. Click on a recorded video and upload it and write the post.
रिकॉर्डिंग वीडियो के लिए कोई सॉफ्टवेयर है ना नॉर्मल जैसा, वीडियो कैसे अटैच मतलब रियल टाइम वीडियो कैसे लगाऊंगा रिकॉर्डिंग पर.
What you are asking about recording the screen?
जैसे सर VS कोड में एक फुल स्टैक में प्रोजेक्ट बनाया हूँ, उसको मैं खुद एक्सप्लेन करूंगा, उसके बाद उसको लिंक्डइन में पोस्ट करूंगा. और वो करने के लिए कोई सॉफ्टवेयर लगेगा ना, जैसे स्क्रीन में जैसे रिकॉर्डिंग ऑप्शन है वहीं से हो जाएगा.
See, you can go to the YouTube and you can search regarding this. But here also you can do. There is a video option. If you will click on new, so it will ask you which part of the screen you want to record. Okay, so it has selected. Now it will start recording. 3 2 1. Okay, and now you can see it is recording. And if you want to unmute the mic, you can unmute, and it is recording your screen. Okay, let me just stop it, and you can see here your recorded video,
ओके सर, ओके, थैंक यू सर.
right? Okay, okay, so let's start our class now. Okay, so in last class what we have discussed, In last class we have discussed about,
data type, in data type.
yes, so we have discussed about keywords. Okay, keyword cannot be used as an identifier, right? We have discussed about soft keyword, how to find the soft keyword we have discussed. So in order to find the soft keyword, you need to import keyword library, and in the keyword library there is soft kw list. So you can find the soft keyword, and soft keyword can be used as an identifier, right? Soft keywords can be used as an identifier. You can see the example. Case is what? Case is a soft keyword, you can see here, but we are using it as an identifier for this hello string, right? Match is also a keyword, but we are using for identifier because it is a soft keyword. If it is not a soft keyword, if it is a keyword, we cannot use. Okay, then we have discussed about identifier means whenever you are writing variable name, that is an identifier. Function name, data type name, program name, module name, or package name. So these are the examples of identifiers. We can create the identifier with the combination of A to Z, capital A to Z, 0 to 9, and we can use the special character. So there is only special character which is allowed, which is underscore. Underscore is only allowed. Apart from underscore, you cannot create, you cannot use any special character, right? And there is one more thing, you cannot start your identifier name with number. For example, if you are writing one num and two num, so this is not allowed. What is allowed? Allowed is if you want to write numbers, so first your identifier name starts with a character, and you can write num2. So this is valid, this is also valid, right? And we have seen with practical also. Okay, can you please tell me which type of naming convention it is? Which type of naming convention it is?
Pascal case.
Is it Pascal case? Swati, which type of naming convention it is? Aisha is there? Okay, Sangeeta is there?
Yes, sir.
Which type of naming convention it is?
Camel guessing.
Is it camel casing? It is what? Snake case. Right now, it is what? Snake case naming convention. Right? You can see. This is what? Snake case. When we use underscore. Camel case means when we are attaching next word with capital letter. Okay, Pascal case means first letter, first word, first letter capital, second word, first letter is capital. That is what Pascal case, right? And here also I have told you with the examples, right? Is that clear? Yes or no, guys?
Yes,
Yes, sir.
clear, sir.
Okay,
Yes,
data
sir.
types. We have ended our class with data type, right? So data types are two types. Data types are what? Two types. And what is data types? Data types are used to reserve memory for data, or we can say literal, right? Two types of data types are there. One is scalar type, and second one is collection data types. Okay, so scalar data types are the data types which hold the memory for single value, the data type which hold the memory for the single value, that is what, scalar data type. And the scalar data types are what, integer, float, complex, boolean, and none type, right? And collection data types holds the memory for multiple values. Okay, and collection data types are what, collection data types are divided into three categories. First is what, sequence. Second is what, set. And fourth and third one is mapping. Okay, in the sequence we have list, tuple, range, string, bytes, byte array. Okay, in set we have set and frozen set. Mapping, mapping has dictionary. So how many total data types are there? There are 14 data types. There are 14 different data types are known as standard data types of Python, right? Okay, so this much we have discussed. So let's discuss about more in this. Okay, so just tell me data types. When we talk about data types, okay, so how many types of data types are there? How many types of data types are there? Two types.
two types, scalar or collection.
Two types. Okay. The first one is, first category is scalar. Scalar means which hold single values, right? Next category is what? Collection, right? So in collection, when we talk about collection, so collection divided into three categories. What are those? First one is,
Sequence.
Sequence.
okay, the first one is sequence. Okay, sequence, then
Set.
set. Next one,
Mapping.
Map.
mapping. Okay, so in this sequence and in the set and in the mapping, right? So tell me what are the data types comes under the sequence?
List, tuple, string,
List,
tuple,
tuple,
string,
string,
byte,
byte,
again,
byte or bytes.
bytes,
So it is what? Bytes.
byte,
And next one is,
Byte array.
we can say byte array, right? In the set, what are the different categories? One is
Set.
set, second one is
Frozen set.
frozen set, right? And in mapping, mapping is what?
this,
Dictionary, which means dict, right? Great. And if we talk about scalar,
int, float,
so scalar means
one value, single value.
single value which is stored. And the examples are like
Int, float, complex, boolean,
int, float, right? Complex, bool, and what is the next? None type, right? So these are what? These are the scalar data type. Is that clear? All the data types, guys? Means we are not discussing right now in very much detail, but we are understanding what are the standard data types. Total standard data types, how many?
14.
Okay, so total standard dt, are what? 40. Okay, okay, so let's talk about int. Okay, so int integer or int data type, right? So what is int data type? Int data type, okay, is used to construct integer object, right? Int data type is used to create the integer object, right? So pvm reserved the space for integer data type after checking value type int, right? So when we talk about object, right, when we talk about objects, so objects are what? Object is a physical entity or like physical entity and what, like conceptual entity? Tell me, guys.
Conceptual entity.
Conceptual, okay, which does not uh, okay, what I asked you, what was my question? Can you please tell me what I asked you? About object or about class?
Object.
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 About object. Okay, so object is not a conceptual entity. Object is a physical entity, right? Example of object like lion, like tiger, like dog, like cat. So these are what? These are objects of which class? These are the objects of which class?
Animal.
Animal class, right? Mobile, tablet, right? Laptop, iPad, okay? ThinPad, Chromebook. So these are the examples of what? These are the objects of what?
Class.
These are the objects of, we can say, gadget class, okay, or we can say smart device class, right? And let's see the objects. Object and class. Example of class and object. Why it is not coming? Right, so here you can see there is one class, and the class name is what? Animal. This is which class? Animal class. And the objects are what? Lion is an object, elephant is an object, right? Dog is an object, deer is an object, and giraffe is also an object, and bird is also an object, right? Similarly, there is a class called integer, right? And integer class objects are what? For example, if you are writing a is equals to 10, right? So there will be two things there when you are writing a is equals to 10. So there are two things are happening behind the scene, and everyone please pay attention now. Okay, so when you create the a is equals to 10 expression, so in the memory, okay, so in the memory one object will be created, right? And this object is which is object? This is a scalar object. And if it is a scalar object, what it will do? It will hold the value. What it will do? It will hold the single value, because scalar objects hold the single values. Similarly, it will also hold the single value. Do not say there are two values 1 and 0, because 1 and 0 combinedly the combination of 1 and 0 is a single value, which is 10, right? So this object is having two things. One is The one is the one which we can say the object name. So object name is what? Identifier name, right? There is one more thing, object ID. Okay, so this is what? Integer object, and it is also having some ID. Okay, object is also having its ID. Let's suppose ID is what? 2000. Okay, so now I want to print the value of this object. So how can I print the value of this object? Right, so in order to print the value of this object, you need to write what? Print. You need to write print a, right? And in order to print the ID of this object, what you need to do? You need to write print ID of a. Okay, so what it will do? It will print the ID. I'm not saying it will print 2000. It will print whatever ID will be allocated to this object by the PVM. Right, understanding guys what I'm trying to say? So when we are talking about integer data type means, so it will what it will do? It will construct an integer object. So what is integer object? Here it is what? Here it is what? Integer object. What is it? Integer object. So this integer object is created for what? This integer object is created for this 10, to store this 10 value, right? And how you will check whether it is an integer object or not? So how you will check whether it is an integer object or not a integer object? So in order to check whether it is an integer object or not an integer object, what you can do?
use a type function.
Yes, we can use the type function. Okay, so how we can check? We can write here print, and type is what? Type of which identifier? Type of a identifier. And what is a? Integer object. So what it will print? It will print what it will print? It will print the class name. It will print like which class object it is. Objects comes from where? Object comes from the class. Objects comes from its class. So it will display like class is what? Class is integer, right? What I said, integer objects construct or created by the integer class. Is that clear guys to all?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Let's see practically. So I have opened ideally. Okay, so on ideally I have created one object 10. So this is what? Integer object. Now this is what? Float object. But we have to create an integer object, right? So how can I print the value? So can I write here print a? So it is printing value which is 10. Can I print the ID of this? So in order to print the ID, what you need to do? You need to write here ID, and in the ID parenthesis, what we call these two brackets? These two brackets are known as parenthesis. And here you will write the object name. A is a what? A is an object. A is an object of integer class. And that integer class object, we are checking what? ID. Because whatever object will come in the memory, it will get one ID. Okay, so this is ID, it is printing. Okay, it can get random ID, right? And if I want to print the type, so I will write here type function, and I will say I want to check the type of this object. So this is what class? Integer class. It belongs to integer class. Does anyone have any doubt so far?
No, sir.
Okay, good, good. Right? And there is one more thing, try to understand everyone. For example, okay, so for example, when I'm creating the object, let's suppose there are two numbers. One is a is equals to 10, second is b is equals to 20. I need everyone's attention right now. Okay, and c is equals to 10. Right, so what will happen right now? You will see how many objects will create, how many objects will be created in the memory. Let's
Three.
suppose
Yeah,
this is what memory. Okay, so it will create the objects. How many objects?
Three.
Three objects. Okay, so let me write here three objects. So one is this, second is this, and the third one is this. Right, so what first will store? The first will store, okay, there will be an identifier name. So this is the a, this is b, right, and this is c. And the value it will store, like this will store value as 10, this will store value as 20, this will store value as 30.
No,
Right,
sir. 10.
oh sorry, yeah, it is 10.
yes, yes, sir.
Okay, so now what you can do, now what we have to see here, you can see here there will be, okay, so let's delete the pencil because we are not using it. Let's add, this is what, just wait guys. Okay, so what I'm trying to say, the each object is having its id. So let's suppose I'm just giving you an example. This object is having id is what? 1000. This object is having id is 2000, and this object is having id as what? 3000. Right, so what will happen in python, because python is what? Dynamic. Python do dynamic memory allocation, and it does not waste the memory. See, this 10 and this 10 both are same, na? Both are same, but why should we give this two, like two places to one value, right? One value can be occupied by one object. Then why we are giving this same for to this C? So what will happen? It will not allocate memory for this variable called C. It will not allocate. Okay. So what it will do? Let's suppose there is two variables. There are two variables A and B, A and C, right? So what it will do, it will provide the ID. It will provide the same object ID to both identifiers. Okay, so what it will do, it will give this ID, this 1000 ID to A. Okay, so it will point to this location, right? And it will same ID it will provide to C as well. Okay, so C will also point to this same location. C will also point to the same location, but B is containing different value, so B will get what? Different. B will get the different ID. So B ID is what? 2000. Okay, so this is called automatic memory management provided by the Python. Let me show you with example with practically as well, so that you can get more clarity in it. Okay, let's suppose I'm creating two objects. One is A is equals to 10, second is B is equals to 20, and C is equals to what? C is equals to 10. Three objects I've created, right? So what I will do, if I will check the ID of A, okay, so what ID I will get? I'm getting this ID, right? And if I will write B, so can you guys tell me, will I get the same ID or different ID? If I will check the ID of B, will I get the same ID or different ID? Just look at
Different
this
idea.
diagram and just tell me.
different.
Different ID, right? Will it get? It will get the different ID. Let's check. So it is starting with 14. Okay, it is ending with 32. But if I print the ID of C, will I get the same ID or different ID?
Same ID.
Same.
Same
Same
ID.
ID.
Same ID
Idea
to
is
which?
A.
Same ID to A identifier. So can you see here? This ID and this ID. Both IDs are same. Right, so that is known as automatic memory management by the Python. When we are saying Python, so you can understand PVM. Okay, because PVM allocate memories for the objects. Okay, so we can see here both ID is same ID. Okay, due to same value, right? Okay, is that clear to all?
Yes, sir. Yes.
So, it will also apply same on string value.
No, it will not apply same for the string. Okay, because string is what? Collection data type, right? We will discuss string in collections. Okay, but it will be applied on scalar.
Okay.
All right. Okay, now let's discuss about the float data type. Okay, let's discuss about the float data type. Float data type. So what is float data type? Float, we can say float, literal, or value. When we are talking about value or literal, so both are the same thing. Okay, is representation represented in Python using what? Using float data type or class. Okay, float data type or class means when I'm talking about float, so means when we are talking about float objects, so those objects as created from float class object. Okay, let's suppose there is a class called human. Okay, so male and female. Okay, so these are the objects of which class? This male and female are the objects of human class, right? Or male female, instead of we can write boy and we can say girl. Okay, so boy and girl are the example of human class. And similarly, for example, if I am writing here float, so float is what? Float is a class. An example of object float literal or object is what? For example, I am writing 10.5, so this is what? Float. If I am writing 0.5, this is also float. Okay, 0.3, this is also float. Okay, but what is the class here? What's the class here?
Float.
The
Float.
class is float. What are the objects here? These are the objects. Correct? These are what? Object. Okay. Now let's discuss about so float values. Okay. Float values is a numeric value with fractional part. Okay. This size of float data type is 8 byte. Okay, float data type is what? 8 bytes. Finding information about float data type. Okay, so how you will find the information about float data type? So in order to find the float data type information, you can import the sys module. Okay, sys is what? System module. Okay, so for, for example, if you want to execute the uh, Python code, you can use ideally as well as you can use Google Colab. So if you have already Colab account, you can simply write here colab.new. When you write colab.new, it will open Colab directly. To open new Colab notebook. Okay, so what you need to mention? You can mention this. You can type this, right? Colab.new. So the moment you will write colab.new and press enter, what it will do? It will open Colab. Directly it will open the interface of Colab. Okay, so here is a cell, here you can write. So in order to in order to work with system module, you need to import the module using import keyword import sys. And if you will run this, okay, first time it will take time to execute. Okay, so it has executed. Now you can write sys dot float, okay, and underscore info, float underscore info. Okay, now if you will run it, so it will display you the information. Okay, so it is telling the max. Okay, so it is giving you the float data type information, right? So you don't need to understand these information in detail, but you should know how to check float information. Okay, so
Hello,
yes, yes.
sir. Type used for the type or float data type check.
Hmm, what you are saying?
Used for type function for float data type check.
Yeah, it will tell the class name. That time it will tell the class name, but it will not tell you the internal information. Internal information is like, okay, we can say float values. Float values is represented in two formats. Okay, or we can say notations. Okay, so what are those notations? The first notation is, we can say, fixed notation or fixed format. Okay, and the second one is scientific notation. Okay, or we can say scientific notations, or we can say exponent notation or scientific format. Okay, and how we can display it? So for example, let me take a new shell, and if I'm writing here f1 is equals to 12 point, okay, 234. Okay, so if I will run this, okay, and if I will print f1, so it will print the same value, right? And the second way of writing it is, this is what this is fixed notation format. Okay, fixed notation format we are using. Now exponential notation format is what? Exponential notation format is f2 is equals to, if you are writing 12 4 5, right, e, and let's suppose after e you are writing -3. Okay, so e is what here? What is e here? E is what? 10. Okay, and 10 to the power -3. So 10 to the power -3 means 1 upon 10 to the power 3. So like that, this is what exponential way of writing it. And if you will print f2 here, so it will print the value. Okay, so it is printing in the form of exponential. Okay, this is the exponential way of writing, scientific way of writing, and this is what fixed notation way of writing. Okay, so let me write here comment as well. Comment means we can write the same thing.
Sir,
Yes,
sir, how to check the in data type internal working? Which module use?
to check int data type.
Hmm.
Okay, let's see. Okay, so let me search here. Actually, I also don't know right now. So how to check info of int data type in Python. So here you can import sys module, right? Get the maximum value of standard C long related to the system architecture. So you can write here int info. Okay, similarly you can write sys dot int info. Like we have written float info, similarly we can write int info. Okay, so if you will write int info, so it will print. Okay, so let's just copy it. Okay, and paste it, and some notation is missing. Okay, so it is telling you this in this much size. Okay, next one is complex data type, right? So in complex data type, what we have when we talk about complex data type. So in complex data types, we have two things. One is real, and second is what? Imaginary value,
In-
right? So for example, if I am writing here example, example like if I am writing here 1 plus 2j, right? So if I am writing 1 plus 2j means 1 is real part and 2j is what? Imaginary. Okay, 2j is what? Imaginary part. And how to check it? We can write here. Okay, so we can say a is like for example c is equals to 2 plus 3j or 1 plus 2j, right? So if you will check, if you will print it, print c, So it will print like 1 plus 2j. If you will check the type of this, so if you will write print type C, so what it is saying, complex type. And if you want to check the real part, so what you will do, you will write C dot real. What it is displaying, 1.0. Okay, so real part it measure in float. And if you will write here print C dot image, imaginary, so what it will display, 2.0, right? Are you there, guys? Are you listening, all of you?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yes.
Okay, and I'm thinking to end the data type in today's class. Otherwise, it will be repeating again in the same class. So you have to stay a little longer in today's class. Is that fine for all?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay, next one is Boolean data type or bool type. Okay, just tell me, guys, how many of you are taking note? How many of you are taking notes? Sangeeta, Saubik, and Swati and Pankaj. Are you guys taking note or not?
yes, sir. Taking notes, sir.
Right now, because
Yes,
if you
sir.
will not take the notes, okay, if you will not write something, what will happen? Your brain will be in sleep mode. Okay, for example, you have uh, kept your laptop open, but you are not doing anything, and you are not moving the cursor as well. If you will not move the cursor for a long time, what will happen? Your laptop will go on sleep mode. Similarly happens with our brain. If you will not write anything, if you will not do any activity, only listening, you will be in sleep mode, right? So better to write something, not exactly the same, but whatever you are understanding, based on that you can note something, right? Because you will not watch the video again, so that notes will help you a lot. Okay, so we can say this data type is used to represent boolean values. In Python, boolean values are represented using two keywords. Okay, what are the two keywords? One is true, second one is false.
False.
Okay, true and false are the soft keyword or just a keyword? Tell me, guys.
Question repeat.
I'm asking, true and false is a soft keyword or the keyword?
Sir, soft keyword.
Soft keyword. Soft keywords are what? What are the soft keywords?
That is used for the variable.
Soft keyword means which we can use, that can be used for an identifier. Okay, identifier can be used, that can be used in place of identifier name, but these are not the soft keyword. Okay, true and false are not the soft keyword, but they are what? Keyword. Okay, you cannot give true as an identifier name, right? So let's see here. For example, if you will write here true is equals to, if you will write true is equals to 10, what it is saying, cannot assign to true. If I will write false is equals to 20, cannot assign to false. Okay, because these are the keywords, right? So a is equals to true. Okay, b is equals to false. Okay, so what is this? So if I will print a, it will print true. If I will print b, it will print false. And if I say type of a, it is boolean. Type of b, it is also boolean, right? And if I write here c is equals to true plus true, what's the mean of this?
True, sir. True.
What's the mean of this? If
One,
you will print
1 plus
c,
1,
if you will print c, what it will print?
true. 1,
Okay, so what it will print?
2.
It is printing 2, right? Why it is printing 2?
Choose
Because
one, 1. 1
because
plus choose one, 1. 1, 1, 2.
yes, yes. So because this true is what? True is what? True means here 1. False means here, false means is what? 0.
0.
Okay, false means is 0. So when you are writing true plus true, it is similar as, it is similar as 1 plus 1. So what is 1 plus 1 is 2. Similarly, true plus true is what? 2. Is that clear to all?
Yes, sir.
All right. Okay. So next data type is what? None type. Okay. Next one is what? None type. Okay. None type means none type represent none value. Okay. We can say in Python, none is represented as missing value. Okay. Or no value. Okay. Right. So for example, I have given you form to write your name, to write your roll number, to write your contact. Okay, so what happened, what happened actually? Okay, so what happened is some student provide the name. Let's suppose name is what, like Nobita. Roll number is 20. Contact number is 813171. Okay, like that. Second one is provided name like Shizuka. Okay, but not provided roll number and not provided contact. Okay, next person is what? Jian. Okay, so Jian provided roll number 40 but not provided contact number. Okay, so when they are not providing the number, they are uh, if there are missing details, so this is what? None. This is what? None type. Okay, this is what? None type. None type means when data is not there, right? Or none type also known as missing value. What we call it? Missing value, right? So these are all the example of none. Okay, so such things are known as none data type in Python. Okay, so let's check it. So for example, if I'm saying roll number is equals to 1, okay, name is not given. Not given means none. Okay, and one is contact. Contact. So contact is what? 2312, like that, right? So if I will check the type of roll number, so what type of it is? What type of it is?
One.
This is what? Integer type.
Okay.
If I will check the type of name, this is what type?
None.
None.
This is none type. If I will check the type of contact, so this is what type?
Integer.
Integer.
Integer type again. Okay, so I hope it is clear. What is none type?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so now the next data type is what? Next data type is what? String data type, right? So now let's talk about string data type. Okay, string or str.
Scalar is complete, sir.
Sorry.
तो बोला हूँ सर स्केलर डेटा टाइप कंप्लीट.
Yes. Okay, what we have discussed in scalar values. In scalar values, what are the scalar data types? Integer, float, and what?
और null टाइप.
Okay, so string is what? String is a sequence data type, and we are discussing what? We are discussing now sequence data type. You have completed scalar data types, right? Is there any scalar data type which is remaining?
सर
No,
सर
sir.
how much byte taken for the int complex
We have done now. Int complex.
memory, how much memory required for the int data type, complex data type, null data type.
Okay, how much memory they required? We will discuss that later. Okay, because understanding how much memory they are required is not that much important, right? You should
Okay,
know, mainly you should know which class they are belongs, and what type of values they store, and how to find those values, how to find the IDs. That is matters a lot. Okay,
okay, sir, okay, sir. Okay, sir.
so let's talk about, whenever I feel like explaining those concepts, I will try to introduce it.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Okay, so let's just begin with this string. Okay, so when we talk about string data type, so string is what? String is a collection type or sequence type, right? And we can say string is string is what? String is an immutable sequence data type. Okay, and one more thing, in Python string is represented, okay, in different ways. The first one we can say, the first one is within single quotes, second one is within double quotes, okay, the third one we can say within triple triple single quotes, right? So how to represent that string? Okay, so let's just see it. Okay, so we can say, for example, if I'm writing s1 equals to python, okay, and if you will print s1, so what it is doing, print, it is printing the data which is inside the s1. Okay, so now let's talk about, okay, so in this uh, I'm talking about immutable. What is the meaning of immutable? Immutable means we cannot change, right? So if I write s1 plus 10, so what will happen? So what it is saying, type error, can only concatenate string. Okay, so for example, if I'm writing here s2 is equals to s1, right, and I'm writing here s1 plus s2. Okay, so let's try to understand this. And now I am writing what, s1 is equals to s1 plus s2, and if I write here s1, okay, so what it is displaying, it is displaying like concatenation. It is what, concatenation, they are performing concatenation.
S2 not defined, S2 how to add?
Sorry,
बोल रहा हूँ सर, S2 तो वेरिएबल डिफाइन नहीं हुआ, कैसे सर ऐड हुआ है S2?
s2 is defined here, see.
Yes, yes.
Yes, no, s2 is defined here. So let me just search here, string immutable in python. Okay, so just see here. So here you can see there is a object, which is storing this string. Okay, so this is which type of object? String object. Okay, and a plus is equals to, we are appending this symbol, exclamation symbol we are appending, right? So what will happen when you will append this symbol into this string a, right? So it will not append in the same object. Okay, what I'm trying to say, there is a hello. Okay, and this hello id is what I'm talking about, id. So id is what? 1000. So a is pointing to which id? 1000 block id. Okay, means a is pointing to this. Okay, now what you did in this line means we are adding one more character in last. We are appending one more character in last. Okay, so if you will append the next character in last, so what will happen? It will be this. Okay, and let's suppose the id of this, let me just verify this. So let me just verify this first before telling you. A is equals to, let's suppose hello is there. Okay, and the id of a is what? This. And what we are trying to do, we are trying to do a is equals to a plus this exclamation mark. Okay, and if you will print a now, so a is printing this, and id of a is what? So id of a has changed. Okay, so means this example has some issue. What I'm trying to say is, see after so what happened, this is the object. Let's suppose this is the object one. Everyone please understand, try to understand this is the very depth concept. Okay, many beginners does mistake here. So this is the object one, this is the object two. Okay, and this object 2 created when we appended this symbol here, this symbol here. Okay, so now let's suppose the id of this object is what? 2000. Okay, so now what point, now a is pointing to what? Now a is pointing to the second object. Okay, so instead of, what I'm trying to say, when you appended the id, when you appended this particular symbol into this string, so a stop pointing to this particular thing. Instead of this, a is pointing to the second block. Okay, because what I said, string is what? Immutable. Means you cannot do changes on string object. Whenever you will try to do change in the string object, it will create another object. But in the same bubble, let's suppose this is one bubble, this is another bubble. So in this bubble, if you will try to do change something, it will create another bubble. This another bubble is what? Object 2, right? So a will point object 2. Okay, so let me just remove this example. And let's keep our example here. How many of you understood this example, and how many of you have confusion in it? Okay, I know this is a little tricky. If you're not understanding, no problem at all. Okay, now let's see the string representation. Okay, so string representation in three ways. One is single quote. Okay, so single quotes means, for example, if I'm writing here hello, so this is what single quote representation. If I'm writing here hi, okay, so this is what, this is the double quote representation. Sorry, did I mistake? So if I write here hello, okay, so this is a string and this is double quote string. Okay, and if I write here triple single quotes, okay, so hello, and if I write here triple double quotes, hi. Okay, so these are the different ways to represent a string. But if you are using single quotes, now try to understand, if you are using single quotes, so in single quotes, and if I want to write three lines, line number one, and I want to press enter and I want to write line number two, so it is not allowing me to write line number two. Instead of when I press enter, instead it has given the results. But if I am using here triple single quotes, so I can write in three lines. So if I will press enter, so it is not giving me what representation, it is allowing me to write line number one. Okay, and I want to give some space, and here I want to give line number two, like we write poem na. If you want to write poem format, okay, poem format if you want to write, so that time you can use which type of string, which type of string representation you will use, triple single quotes. Okay, so it is representing like this. Okay, because we are working on ideally, but let me show you here clear picture. Okay, for more understanding, to get more understanding into it, what you can do, let's suppose I'm writing here like if I'm writing here hi, or let me write here single quotes, single quote, okay, and double quotes, okay, and in triple single quotes what you can do, you can write, okay, triple single quote and line 1, triple quote line 2. Okay, so like that we can write in multiple lines, and this is double. Okay, so that we can write. It is representing like this. Okay, anyway we have to store it into the, into what, into the variable, then only it will work. Okay, so let's suppose I'm writing story. Okay, and if I want to write the line number 1 of the story, okay, so, and if I try to line number 2, so what it is giving, it is giving me an error. Okay, so that is why it is not possible with this. But if you will try to write here a story, and if you will write here triple single quotes, so you can write here line number 1, and it will allow you to write line number 2 as well. Okay, similarly if you will use, if you will write story, this is what story 1, this is what story 2, and this is what story 3, right? And if you will use double quotes, and if you will write line number 1, and if you will try to write line number 2, it will give error. Okay, and there is story, story is what, story 4, and if you're using triple single quotes, and if you're writing line number 1 of the story, line 2 of the story, okay, and line 3 of the story, so that you can write with triple single quotes. Okay, Okay, triple single quotes are known as multi-line string as well. Okay, so what I'm trying to say here, multi-line allowed or not allowed?
Not allowed.
Not allowed. Okay, and here
Allowed.
multiple lines allowed.
Allowed.
Okay, not allowed and allowed. Okay, to get the output of this, first you have to remove the not allowed lines. So story 2 not allowed because it is with single quotes. In single quotes you cannot give the enter, you cannot go into the new line, and double quotes also you cannot go into the next line, right? So now there is no error. And if you want to print, if you want to print story 2, okay, and you want to print story 3,
Story 4. So
okay, story 4. Okay, so let me just run this. So now it is not giving any error. Okay, so if I will give some space, so which will also be allowed. Okay, and here also if I will provide some space, so it will be allowed. Okay, okay, so next is what we'll discuss about comments in Python before moving forward with other data types. But this topic will continue in the next class. Okay, for today's class, this much content is enough. The thing is you practice, and I want like everyone post the PPT today itself if it is possible, but by tomorrow anyhow you have to post it. Understanding, guys? And you should mention me. If you will not mention me, I will not get the notification from your side. And how to mention? By writing at the rate, right? So I have already told you in very simple way, step by step. So I'm expecting from you that you will write the post. Okay, yes, does anyone have any doubt? Sangeeta, do you have any doubt? All right,
No,
if
sir,
there is, yes, yes.
I have doubt regarding the assignment posting.
Yes, tell me.
If I prepare the in the classroom, how can post the assignment in our classroom?
Okay, in classroom how you will post the assignment, this is the
Yes,
question right now. So on
yes.
classroom what you will do, simply go to the classroom first. Okay, so for the submission I have created in the classwork, I have created submission link. Okay, so once you will go to the classroom, in your class Python FST class, you will see, okay, Python FST class, you will see two things. Okay, there is a stream option. On stream I have posted the content, and on the classwork, if you will click on the classwork, net is slow. Okay, so on classwork, what you will do, you will click on this submission here. Okay, and in submission here, you will get some option to upload. Okay, I'm not getting that option because I have created the content, but you will get the option to upload. Okay, if you still not get the option, you just share me the screenshot and I will tell you on WhatsApp, right?
Okay, just checking. It is showing submission, stream, and classroom.
Okay, do you want to share the
Submission
screen?
here is showing. I'm just sharing.
Okay, yeah, yeah, please let me stop it. Yes, please share.
Yes, I just have shared. Is visible my screen?
Yes, yes, it's visible.
Now here is showing the classroom. Here option is
Yes,
showing.
click on it. Click on view instruction.
Sorry.
Just close it. Click on view instructions.
Yes.
Okay.
Click.
Click on add or create. Add on create in your work.
Okay, you're showing the file
File attach.
attachment.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Okay.
Right
Thank you.
now. All right. Okay, so good night, everyone. Let's end the session here only. And in the next class, we will continue our next thing. Okay, and please post the work, and you may post the screenshots while listening the class. If you are taking some screenshot or something which you like, that also you can post. The reason behind posting is you should show your progress to everyone in the sense, when you will share the resume in any company, so when your resume will reviewed by the HR will go your LinkedIn handle and it will check your post, like what types of posts you have done. Are you active on LinkedIn platform or not? Right? So that that makes you different than others. So what you can do, for example, today's class, whatever topic we have discussed, you tell to the GPT, I have learned these topics, so and so topic today in my class. So what you can do, you can just take the post content from the GPT, and whatever screenshot you have taken during the class, that screenshot you can attach. That will be what, that will be a witness of your learning, that you are learning, taking a screenshot, writing post on LinkedIn. Okay, so if you want to do this every day, you can do. If you want to do it twice or thrice in a week, that is also okay. But be active on LinkedIn from now onwards. Okay, because after fundamentals, we will learn so many things, so many projects we will do. But the thing is, you should be very used to with LinkedIn platform, so that you don't feel laziness in uploading the post when we will create the projects. Otherwise, if you will not do the post, you will not feel happy. If you will not post your project on GitHub or LinkedIn, so it will waste of learning. Okay, because after 2 3 months you will forget everything. So with LinkedIn post history, you can remember, like, I have done this and that. So that is why this is my humble request: be active on LinkedIn, right? All right. Thank you, guys. Thank you, everyone. I have taken a little longer time of you, but thanks for giving your valuable time. Bye, all of you. Good night.
Okay. So bye. Good night.